Hey all, Hyuga here. So we are taking out the new Tier 5 Japanese battleship, the Hyuga, today, and I'm using Takagi here. It's a super normal dispersion build here, nothing ordinary, well, extraordinary about it at all. And I actually wasn't going to have a look at this ship because it's a Tier 5 and it's a battleship, so, I mean, I didn't even really notice. I had it in my port and then I happened to see it today, so I thought, okay, well, let's take it out for a spin. Why not? Uh, and sure, it's good. Like, I don't really play battleships down here at the lower tiers at all. So it's not like I think I played 2 or 3 battles in it, and I thought, yeah, that's enough. There's nothing bad about it, and it's actually worth the doubloons. I think so. You have 12 guns, so it's pretty much like a Margie style, where you can fire off the front guns and then, turn around and get off the last 4 turrets as a punitive extra measure. So that's fun. You also get heals, obviously 3 heals, which is fine, and you also get a reload boost, or actually 2 reload boosts, which is obviously the reason to buy this ship, because hitting that reload boost when you really need those extra seconds off the reload can pretty much clinch a fight, more or less. And it's certainly more accurate than the tech tree counterparts down here, especially the Fuso. And it's noticeable along with the reload. And if you catch, cruisers in, bad positions, you can definitely totally erase them from the map. It's not difficult because you are going to hit. You have 12, barrels, and it certainly will punish lightly armored cruisers. That is fun, and it's a fun battleship, definitely. Like I said, I'm not much of a battleship player, period, and especially not down at the lower tiers or the mid tiers here in this case. And when I do, I usually play the Dunkirk. And although I like this ship, there's no way it's going to replace my Dunkirk anytime soon. It's just not as fun as Dunkirk, I think. But obviously Dunkirk is a premium as well, and if you already have it or you don't have it and you want a tier 5 premium ship, this is definitely a good pick. There's nothing bad about it. It's just a better Fuso, really, in pretty much every way, including the armor, and you get that nice reload boost as well. The camo is also quite nice. I like these Golden Week camos here. They have the same for Yamato and some other ships, and it actually looks good. It's one of the only camos you can get in the game that I actually think are worth buying because they just look good. I mean, they're this black color with now the gold ornaments. It does look pretty cool. I'll give Wargaming that. But they are quite expensive, I think. So I'm going to skip a little bit quickly through this middle part of the battle here, because I pretty much spent all of my time in here keeping this destroyer from actually grabbing the cap from us. So it's not a very action-packed game at all, actually. There's hardly any action at all until the last few seconds of the game. And I just wanted to show the ship to you guys, and the camo, actually more important, I think, because it's just really good looking. And my opinion, is a good ship and it's worth the doubloons, definitely. I still prefer the French premium battleship down here, tier 5, but if you want something new, if you want a better Fuso, a more accurate Fuso with a better reload as well, then Hyuga here is definitely worth a buy. It's one of the better premiums overall in the game, and I would probably buy it if I didn't already have it, just to have a battleship at tier 5 with a reload boost. It's kind of cool, and like I said, those situations where you really need faster reload, you will get it with this ship here, and it's worth it, definitely worth it. So like I said, in this game here, I'm pretty much just defending this cap here, trying not to get torped by the lurking DD, and then at the same time trying to whittle down these battleships out here on the periphery. So not exactly like the most interesting action-packed battle you can think of, but it is hard to create interesting battles in battleships, especially down here at tier 5, where like they are just so slow and clumsy, and it's hard to do anything sort of interesting, really. So we have 2 minutes left of the game here, and the destroyer is obviously like pushing the cap now, because if he doesn't grab this cap, they're going to lose the battle. And I'm doing my best to, you know, flank him and get him spotted so we can get him out of the way, because we just need this destroyer gone, and then we can push the remaining battleships out on the flank, and we'll win the battle. Like, we should win it already. We have 4 battleships versus 2, but they do have a destroyer, and we need to remove that guy. So obviously I am sonar out now, so I will try again to get behind him here. It's going to be, you know, difficult, and obviously he knows where I'm going, so you don't have to be, you know, a rocket scientist to figure out that torpedoes are going to come around this corner here. So obviously that's why I'm slowing down, and then once the torpedoes have passed me, then I'll push out and hopefully eliminate this destroyer here, giving us the cap and a pretty much like an assured win here. So we'll just turn the radio up and, you know, listen to some good old tunes here while we wait for the torpedoes to appear, and there they are. Excellent. And we'll move in then. And at the same time, the destroyer gets spotted. See another battleship going around, which is wonderful. It's not very often you see random players taking on destroyers and battleships like this, but 4 battleships versus 1 destroyer, and he's caught inside the cap. Yeah, that's not going to work out too well. So here in the final seconds, I just want to show you the same move that you can do with the tier 7 Amaji, where you first fire your front guns at the enemy, and then if you are unlucky, don't get many hits or anything like that, you just swing your rear around. So first I fire the front guns, and you can see the dispersion is quite good. I don't get any citadels though, so I'll just swing the rear turrets around, fire all of them, and that's obviously the end of this Doria here. That's also pretty much the end of the battle, and not the most interesting battle, but definitely an interesting ship, and one that I would recommend for anyone who has any sort of interest in tier 5 battleships, definitely.